account. So here, as we saw that there are three kinds of transactions, that is cash, bank and the credit transactions, and each transaction will have the two aspects, and each aspects will have minimum one account, that is either receiving aspect or the giving aspect. Both the aspects will have a minimum of one account. And these accounts, okay, we call the ledger as an account because it is the place where the summary of all the transactions are written in one place. For example, if we talk about cash account, okay, here we will enter all the transactions related to cash. Okay, likewise if we take purchase account, then all the transactions related to purchase will be entered, may it be like cash purchase or credit purchase, we will be entering it in under one head. Okay, so that is what we call as an account. So basically any ledger account is a summary of all the relevant transactions, and that is what is called as an account. Okay, the next topic is approaches of recording the transactions. There are two main divisions in which the transactions are being recorded. That is, we follow two methods of recording the transactions. One is the accounting equation approach, and the other one is traditional approach. Okay, so accounting equation approach. Here it shows the relationship between the owner's equity and the outsider's equity. Okay, in double entry system we must have twofold effects, right? So whenever there is a change in asset, it can be only in the asset side, or it can be in assets and liabilities, or it can be in assets or capital. So what the equation we use here is capital plus liabilities is equal to assets. Okay, this is what we use in the accounting equation approach. Okay, so here capital is your owner's equity. Why we call capital as owner's equity is always capital is being invested by a person, and we call that person as the owner of the business organization. Okay, so if a person is investing his savings or from borrowings he starts any business, then he becomes the owner, right? Automatically he becomes the owner, and the amount he is investing in the business is called as the capital, and that is why capital is called as owner's equity, that is owner's share. And liabilities is called as outsider's equity. Why we call as outsider's equity is because here whatever we get as finance or cash from the outsiders, like maybe borrowings from banks or borrowings from any financial institutions, or sometimes we purchase goods on credit, which means we promise that we will pay the amount at a later stage, so in that case we become the creditor. Okay, so those things are called as owner's equity, I'm sorry, outsider's equity. Owner's equity means where exactly the owner, the investor is involved. Okay, and outsiders equity means you get finance from the outsiders for running the business. Then accounting equation is a mathematical expression, which means it's just like a formula what we use. Okay, we use like a plus b the whole square is equal to a plus a square plus b square plus 2ab, right? The same way here also in accounts, accounting equation is just like a formula, mathematical expression. So total of your assets must be equal to the total of liabilities and capital. That is what we call capital plus liabilities is equal to assets. So this is basically following the dual aspect concept, this formula is being framed. Okay, so it says that the formula says that when we add up the owner's equity, that is the investment given by the owner, and the borrowings from the outsiders, that is your liability, when we add up these two, we must it must be equal to all the properties or belongings of the business enterprise. So always remember, asset is nothing but the belongings or the properties of the business concern. Okay, and if there are any revenues and expenses, sometimes it will also affect your capital. Okay, so in that case directly it will affect your capital only. In that case you will follow the equation: assets is equal to liabilities plus capital plus revenues minus expenses. So under this approach, accounts are classified into five categories: assets, liabilities, capital, revenue, and expense account.